This is what makes me so mad. I thought that I was so much more protected than I really was. And I feel like that's why this is so important to talk about. I don't know if it's because I live in a bigger city, because I've had a lot of people commenting saying like, there's no way that like my police, local police would take that long, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I truly don't know. Maybe where I live, they are so backed up with crime, which I do live in an area where there's a ton of that. So I get it. However, telling me to call the non-emergency line is actual insanity, especially when I had already submitted police reports saying that I was terrified and fearful and this guy was stalking and harassing me, which no one even responded to, by the way. I never got any calls. I never got any emails. I got nothing. On the 911 call, I called twice because I couldn't believe it. The first time I called and they had told me to like hang up and call non-emergency, like I got off the phone and I remember looking at my son and being like, this is not real. Like, this is not real. And he was like, call them back. And so I called him back and he was like, he was so condescending and so rude. So the police failed me there when I submitted a police report and when I called 911 and telling me to call non-emergency. They also failed me by not helping me submit the protective order. And then I was like, okay, well, eventually when my friend was like, you can lure him while he was here, I was like, okay, I'm going to lure him because he has to be served before he flies back home. Otherwise, this protective order isn't valid. So I lured him. I sent him an email like, hey, let's grab lunch at this place. And I had called the cops. I said, hey, I know you guys aren't going to help me serve this, but like, can you just like be on site? Do you want to be there? Like, I'm kind of worried. I don't know what's going to happen. And they were like, no, we don't do that. Blows my mind.